Alright everyone, welcome back. It's me, Matapilla. We've got another video for you today. We're going to look at the journey in the Gwent free-to-play series now, as that's another aspect that you can progress in whilst free-to-play, and you can also spend some money to gain extra rewards. So far on our little daily quest things, we are 3 out of 5 matches, 3 out of 5 wins with the monster faction. We still got to play quite a few more special cards and then finish 5 matches in any online mode as a new one. We'll continue there, so obviously we've logged in, so we've got day 5 reward, day 6, day 7, and then we'll get a new day in another 10 hours and 14 minutes. That's when we can log in next to get this reward. Let's continue. So the journey right here is the equivalent of a season pass. Something that is pretty common, especially in free-to-play games now, and even some not free-to-play games, is a season pass. Gwent's equivalent of that is called the journey. Usually with season passes, you'll get 2 versions. You'll get a standard, I use this terminology in Gwent, the standard and the premium. So the standard version everyone will get, and it's free, and you get your basic rewards. Or you can invest some money and then get the free rewards and a whole bunch of extra stuff. In what is it? Magic Arena, I think the free one you only get. Do you get a reward every level? I can't remember. Some season passes, the free one you'll get like reward, nothing, reward, nothing, reward, nothing, and so on and so forth, to try and encourage you to spend your hard-earned cash on the premium version to go reward, so on and so forth. All well and good. Now, I've got nothing against this. I think it's just the way gaming is at the moment, especially with free-to-play games, especially with like online card games, even like things like Destiny 2, Call of Duty. They've all got season passes, and I will usually invest in those season passes, normally for Warzone, and normally for Magic Arena. I was really tempted to get this one, but as it's free to play, I'm not doing it. If it wasn't free to play, I'd do it despite the 16 days, just plug in some hours and try to get as much as possible. But because it's free to play, I'm not going to. I'll go through what we can get in the free to play. So, to be fair, I've had a little look at this, and you get a lot of keys, or like the reward points is what they're called, I think, just for the standard version. So just for playing the game, you're going to get a whole bunch of keys. I haven't done the math, there's a lot. And then every, is it 5th, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, every 6th reward is something a little bit extra in the free version. So at the moment, I'm on level 1, 2, 3, 4. Level 5, I'll get 2 more keys. And then I'm going to get Sun Avatar. Then I'm back into just getting keys. And then the next big one will be 5 keys, or reward points. Then it's just keys, and it's another avatar. Then it's keys, then it's big keys, and it's keys, and it's more keys, and more avatars, and more keys, more avatars. All the way up to level 100. That's how that works. All the same. I've seen something wants to bark yet. Probably a bird or something. So anyway, we get this all the way up to level 100. It goes keys. The big ones are either avatars or more keys. That's great because we can use these keys to get ore and scraps and all other bits and pieces in the like reward tree things. We'll go through that in a minute. I'm pretty sure I already covered it, but we'll show you what I'm going to do with that. If, however, you want to click Unlock Premium. So, for not a huge amount, $10.73. In England, that's probably like £8-ish. I'm not 100% sure. It's probably about £8. We'll immediately get the Alzur skin and access to the premium rewards. We can, of course, spend $26 $1.03 with a total value of $31.61. We save a few bob. What's that? Probably 20 quid. I'm not 100% sure. Around that. So we could spend this amount of money, unlock the premium pass, get a bunch of extra rewards, or we could spend even more and get the premium pass plus 25 levels. I'm not doing either of those, but I'll show you what you can get if you get the premium version. So if you got just the box standard premium version without the extra levels, I would instantly get these 4 levels because I'm already level 4. Ivor, what is it, mate? What are you doing? Sheesh. Silly boy. If I got the one with 25 levels, because I'm already level 4, I'd then get up to level 29. So I get up to here, which is quite cool. The premium version for me, we'll have a look through. I'm okay not getting it, despite the fact that this is normally something I would do if I'm playing a game very consistently. I'm okay to not get it, because one, I said it's a free-to-play series. 2, looking at it, you can unlock kegs, which are great. But we can get ore, not all other keys, but we can get ore quite easily to get these kegs. The thing I probably miss out on more for me is things like these card backs. There's some really nice card backs in here. I really like this one, and where's the next one I really like? So the alchemy card back, and the double cross card back. I really like those. It makes no difference to the game. It's not that doesn't make the game pay to win at all. I just like having fancy looking decks when I'm playing Magic Arena, and if this is a game I'm going to stick with and invest a lot of time in, it's the same. I just like the game to look as good as it possibly can. We also miss out on the Mage Legendary Leader skin and some cool borders, some titles, but again, just cosmetics. These are all just cosmetics. The coin is nice, but I'm using the Cyberpunk coin at the moment, so it's fine. We also miss out on some extra keys. Like I said in a second, some extra keys, which are always useful, but just the standard version we get a heck of a lot. So it's not too big a loss. Plus, there's not a huge amount of keys that you get. Maybe an extra 30 keys, perhaps. And the kegs you get are just the bog standard. Well, there's an ultimate keg actually, but just the bog standard. Okay, this is an ultimate premium keg. Okay, so maybe we do get a few good kegs, but for the most part, they're nothing that we can't really get ourselves anyway. Yes, it's nice to always have free packs of cards, but hey ho. Another thing I'm a bit gutted about is the animated skins for the cards. I'm gutted to lose out on those, but I don't know if I actually play any of these cards at the moment, or whether these cards are actually decent for a deck. I think there's a deck built around this guy. I can't pronounce it. Yugurni? Who knows? Another thing you miss out on is ornaments for your leader skin. That's also but there's no way I'm going to get to level 66 in 16 days. So again, it is what it is, not too fast. So for me, I would say it's definitely, if you like your game to look as nice as possible, and you want to get as many rewards as possible, and you want the extra cards and the extra keys, definitely worth getting the premium version. I would, but like I said, free-to-play version, so I'm not going to get it. Also, 16 days, I don't know how much I would benefit from it. I mean, yes, I get this ultimate premium keg, and I could quite easily get this monster keg, and a couple of cosmetics, but for me, the things I really want would be this card back, this animation. Where's the other card back? Like I said, this card back, and actually this card back. and then this animation, because I'm pretty sure there's a decent monster deck built around this card. That's it. That's the journey. One reason it's not too big a loss on the keg side of things is I feel like it's quite easy to amass resources to get cards and amass resources to get kegs, and I'll show you that now. If we go to, where is it? The reward book. So I've invested some of my keys in the monsters just because that's what I'm playing at the moment. And as you can see here, we can spend 2 keys now and get 100 ore. That's a keg. Another 2 keys, that's a keg. 3 keys, that's 2 kegs. So, do you know what I mean? It's not too difficult. And the other one I've started investing some points in is Thronebreaker, mainly because it had a lot of ore straight away and a lot of scraps and some meteorite powder straight away. So we could start investing in this direction. We could spend 5 keys and have enough for 3 kegs. We'll do that just off the bat. Gosh, done. So now we've got 540 ore. We could easily get 5 kegs. You can also unlock kegs in these reward trees. I already got that one. They came with 2 ultimate kegs. Oh, hang on. So yeah, click on the Way of the Witcher, for example. Here we can get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 kegs just from filling this out, and also gain a lot of ore and a lot of meteorite. So it's not like I'm going, oh man, I'm not getting all these like free kegs, because we can quite easily get kegs. Year of the Were Rat. Again, it looks like most of the rewards start off getting, you get ore and meteorite and some scraps. Some appear better than others. And also it looks like it depends what direction you go in. Although this one always seems pretty simple. Not pretty simple, but they seem pretty much the same no matter which direction you take. What's this one? Again, you know, just lots of ore. What I've currently been doing is looking for the ones that contain the most like ore and or kegs. So this one to me, I'm like instantly jumping out. 2 ultimate kegs. We start here, I can go 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 40 scraps, 30 meteorite powder, and then 2 ultimate kegs. Mainly just so I can build up my collection as quick as possible, which is something I'd probably recommend doing. There's loads, there's so many like reward trees. I would call them reward trees, I'd probably call something else, but there's loads and loads you could do. I'm also guessing you unlock extra trees. Oh, they are called reward trees. Unlock these. So hang on. Eldane. Let's see, is Eldane in here? No. How do I purchase these extra ones? Is it Thronebreaker? No, that's not him. Oh, that is him. So I go in here and I would purchase this to unlock a new tree of him, I guess. Okay, that's cool. So basically inside these you can unlock more trees by purchasing the characters, which is kind of cool. So if I click on this one, I don't know why this one's unlocked. Again, it's just another reward tree, which is great because it means, I mean, I'm never going to have enough keys anytime soon to get all of this stuff. That's pretty cool. Do you know what I am going to do though? I'm going to just get a couple of kegs. Where was it? In Thronebreaker? No, it wasn't. Where was that one? Oh, it's here. Master Mirror, isn't it? Nope. Okay, I completely forgot which one it was that I was going to unlock something on. Year of the Where Rat? No. Completely forgot. Doesn't matter. I'm just going to go and finish this by buying a keg.
Prices for humans of all walks.
So I've opened a couple of Witcher ones. I didn't get the Ultimate Premium keg, so is it just 2? No. Oh, they just contain premium cards. Okay, anyway, I've bought a couple of Monster ones and I've bought a couple of the Way of the Witcher ones. I think what I might do is I've got 550. I'm going to get 1 Monster. And I'll get 1 Ultimate. And then I'll get 1 Way of the Witcher. And then we'll go back and we'll open. There is another way to get cards, it's just by crafting. We covered that already, but open goodies, there we go.
Smash, smash.
So we'll start with the ultimate keg and just go along. Ultimate keg, what do we get? So Cat Witcher Adept. Give an enemy unit bleeding with duration equal to number of units on that unit's row. That's pretty cool. Give an allied unit vitality. Also cool. We got Hey Scald? Hey May. Draw a card, then discard a card. That's pretty cool. That's actually pretty good. I like this. Well, I think that's pretty good. Drawing cards, like if it's anything like Magic, drawing cards, always a positive thing. So we've got Carrick Marine, Zeal, Order, boost an allied unit by 2. That's pretty cool. Devotion, boost an allied unit by 4 instead. What's Devotion? Trigger this ability if your starting deck has no neutral cards. Okay. So Order is you just something you can trigger, like an ability that the unit has that you can just use, and it has a cooldown. So I think it has a cooldown. Zeal, an order ability that can be used on the same turn. Okay, so Zeal is like haste a little bit if you play Magic. And what's this Nilfgaard dude? Slave Driver, deploy damage an enemy unit by 2, increase damage by 1 for each locked unit. Cool. So what I think is this provision cost, essentially a mana cost if you play Magic. The cost of the card and the power that they do and the abilities that they have need to be like pretty good. So unless you're playing like a deck that locks a lot of units, this doesn't seem very good. 4 cost, essentially look at it like this, 4 cost for a 2 power creature. So they don't have like power and toughness kind of things. It's literally just their power. So essentially, if you play a lot of Magic, this would be 4 mana for a 2/2 that does 2 damage to a creature. I don't know. I don't know if I rate that very highly. But these are all like bronze cards, aren't they? So like common. These are all common, and then this is our like special cards. And we've got 4, so boost an allied unit by 4 and give it Veil. Veil's like Shroud, isn't it? Yeah, Veil's a bit like Shroud, I think. No, because it can still be targeted. I'm not really sure. So Shield. Whenever this unit loses its shield, boosts itself by 2. Okay, cool. That's actually pretty cool. Not gonna lie. So if it got damaged for 1, it would lose its shield and then boost by 2. If it got damaged for 6, lose its shield, boosted by 2, but only for the first time. So I think that's pretty cool. And then we've got the street urchins. So I might get the Cadweni Cavalry. Some of these names, man, I really struggle. Profit free, fee 1, boost up by 1. So profit, gain a specified number of coins when you play this card. When the card is played, you may possess a maximum of 9 coins. Trigger this ability by spending the specified number of coins. Fee, boost up by 1. Also kind of cool. Like coin seems like a. I look at it like a bit like energy from like the Kaladesh times in Magic. Gain a resource, and you can spend that resource to do cool stuff, basically. But I'm going to get the Kidweni Cavalry. I'm going to get that guy. Seems pretty good. I don't know. I don't know. I just picked absolute trash. Let's open the monster cave. Because monsters we want. So I've already got one of these guys. I have it in the deck that I built, but I don't really ever see. It never really seems to trigger its boost up by 1 ability. This is some insanely cool art. Okay, so spontaneous evolution. Boost an allied unit by 4 and gain an additional effect based on the unit's category. Insectoid spawn 3 drones. Beast, boost that unit by 8 instead. Ogroid, give all Ogroids in your hands plus, not plus 2 armor, hand 2 armor. That's pretty nifty. I like that. We got Cockatrice. So deploy, damage an enemy unit by 1 for each adjacent beast. Death Wish, spawn 2 rats in a random enemy row. Why would you do that? Because it's 4 provision for a 6 power creature, potentially. That's probably why. Okay, so I've already got 2 succubus. So it says here, I've got 2. It seems like you only have 2 of a card in a deck, so I don't want or need any more of this. Plus the ones I have are the animated ones. Chimera. Beast Mutant. Deploy. Consume an allied unit. Yes, I like consuming stuff. It's good. Adrenaline 4. Boost all copies of consumed unit in the unit's row by 1. Adrenaline. Triggers ability for the specified amount of cards in it. Okay. So if we had 4 or less cards and we ate... I don't know. So if you had... What can spawn lots of things? Neckers. Like the Neckers, you play a Necker, makes a copy. Played another Necker, make a copy. You got 4 Neckers, right? Play the Chimera, eat one of the Neckers. The remaining 3 get boosted by 1 if they're all in the same row. Or we could get the Barg Hest Spectre. Deploy, consume an allied unit. So both of these things are kind of good in terms of what I'm like playing at the moment with the monsters. Order, dominance, consume an allied unit. Okay, order. An ability that you trigger. Dominance triggers ability if you control the highest unit on the battlefield. Order is consume an allied unit. That's pretty cool. I'm torn between the Chimera and the Barghest. It probably doesn't matter massively. Let's get that boy. Because I like dogs. That's basically a ghost dog. And our last one is the Way of the Witcher Keg. Okay, we literally just got one of those already, so now I have 2, so that's brilliant. If we ever, had a deck where we were playing this, we've already got 2 of them, so that's all good. Stolen mutagens. Red, damage unit by 4. Blue, poison allied unit. Gain 5 coins. Green is boosting an allied unit by 4 and give it Veil. If you control at least 3 Salamander units, profit 3, which is gaining cards. Getting coins. Yes, profit is gaining coins. Target practice. Boost an allied unit by 4. If there is a Witcher on the boosted unit's row, also spawn a Witcher student on that row. Nice. That's pretty cool. Mainly because I like the Witchers and I want to build a Witcher deck, so I'm pretty excited for that. Armor up, raid. A raid, I'm guessing, is like just the type of card. So damage an enemy unit by 2. Spawn 3 Witcher students on the opposite row. Damage them by 1, then give them 1 armor. It's pretty nuts. Let's open this, see what we get. So we've already got one of these Viper Witcher Alchemists. We've already got a Cat Witcher. Oh no, we haven't. I thought we had picked one. No, I've had the option to pick one and I just chosen not to. Griffin Witcher. Order melee. Damage an enemy unit by 1. Says if he's in the melee row, he can damage an enemy unit by 1. Cooldown is 1. He's got to wait a turn before we can use it again. Adrenaline 3 at the end of your turn. Damage a random enemy unit by 3 and lock self. Or this one, look at the top 3 cards of your deck and put 1 on top and swap the top card of your opponent's deck with yours. I just don't get when you would use that. There's probably a deck for like tricksy stuff like that. I've already got one of these, so I'm going to get one of these guys. That's done. Oh, no contract complete. Such wows. Let's just close out that contract and then call that done. What do we get for these contracts? Just reward points. Cool. Brilliant. Open 10 kegs. Perfect. So as you can see, it's quite easy to get coins and get cards. Use the coins, essentially, the way I look at it, use the coins to get the ore to get the cards. Use the coins to get the scraps, get the meteorite dust to craft cards. Seems pretty okay at the moment. Next video will be looking at the pre-constructed decks. So oh, this hasn't popped up before. Okay, so you can keep the extra copies of cards to transmute them to premium versions. I'm guessing the premium is like the animated version, the animated card art. Mill all copies which exceed deck limit. Premium as well as standard versions will be milled separately, which is good. Mill all extra copies above deck limit with a preference to keep premium versions of... Oh, I can choose my milling settings. Okay. Mill extra copies, keep premium versions. Spare cards to be milled. 1 common, 1 rare, 1 epic. Oh, no, there's not 1 there. 1 common. Awesome. It didn't tell me what it was. It just does it automatically, I guess. That seems fine, I suppose. But, okay. Anyway, next one we'll be looking at the star decks. The pre-constructed star decks. And which ones are good to start out with. And how to improve those ones. So that's me tuning out. Thanks for watching.